Hello Flosstube, my name is Jani, and this is an impromptu video because I wasn't on plan. I was not planning on record right now, but I decided, you know what, let's talk a little. I've been finishing the last a little arrangement for the retreat, and today is Sunday and the retreat starts on next Friday, so yeah, everything is ready, but I wanted to let everything I wanted to check everything, so and because I'm not stressful enough I decided to hand dye some fabric in order to offer to the retreat attendees, because I'm going to sell some charts and some patterns and different materials, so perhaps some of the ladies wanted to buy some of my fabrics, so I decided to dye some fabrics. So I finished the pieces, and I'm not now going to fold them. These are pieces of Aida 14, and I received among the materials that I order, I received patterns and charts, and also some pieces of fabric, some linen and luganas, so to have a little the idea is to give the ladies a little of the needlework store experience so with some materials, and making fun of having fun with those things, and yeah, but let me tell you that I was really worried because well, first of all, this is a piece of Aida 14, and I was dyeing the fabric, and you know me, I don't really edit myself. I love all the colors in my fabrics, and it's really difficult for me to try to keep it neutrals but I try my best. So let me see if no, they don't fit here. Let's see how we are going to fold this fabric. So yeah, oh, I was telling you, I was really worried because last year I ordered again charts and fabric and patterns to offer in the retreat last year, and the idea this year was the same, but last year I make like 4 or 5 purchases, so I have to keep tracking all those orders and the packages and everything. So this year I decide to make one large order and how they look nice, okay. So this year I decided to make just one order, and usually my orders take like between 3 or 4 weeks to perhaps 8 weeks, and of course this one took a long time. So I was really worried because yeah, I mean, I know it's not the main thing, the patterns of the materials for the retreat, but yeah, I guess we are all a little perfectionists, and you know, we have that kind of personality. So I want everything to be perfect and really have all these surprises for the attendees. So I was really nervous, but finally I received my package. This is also a piece of Aida. This, I think it's Aida 18. Yeah, I'm not sure, I will check it. So yeah, I was really worried, and finally my package arrived and it was all good and everything. And I was, you know, tracking the package. It was never just need to get clear from the postal office. So yeah, they took a long time. So I call all the offices here in my city and in Mexico City, and they all knew me. And I said, you know what, I really need the materials because there is going to be a lot of ladies, and I mean, I was really worried, but they fortunately helped me, and yeah, I have all the materials. This is also an Aida 18, and it's kind of like a sky, but with little dark marks, you know, to make it interesting. It's the thing, I can really edit myself. I have to put, you know, a twist in my fabrics. But yeah, these are really, I hope, pretty fabrics, and yeah, they look really nice. Just let me put this of this size so they can see that had these little dark spots. So yeah, I have now the patterns, this fabric, and you know, a few surprises with the gift bag, and everything is ready. This is an Aida 16. Look how pretty, I really love it. And because I was dyeing Aidas and linens and Luganas and using basically the same colors, it's really interesting to see the differences between the fabrics. I will show you some of them. For example, this one is Aida, and this one is Lugana. No, it's Jovelan. So basically the colors are the same, and you can see the difference between one fabric and the other. I mean, they both are really pretty and I love them, but they are different. You know, this one is more subtle and neutral, and this one is so bright, and I like this better, but that is just me. So yeah, I also have some beeswax conditioner for the flosses, and some flosses that I dyed, and we are preparing also some games and the Secret Santa. I have my gift for the Secret Santa, but I don't know. I think that I need to do something else. I guess I'm just getting really nervous, as you can hear me. This is also an Aida 18, and the colors are really pretty. They are a little lighter in real life, but yeah, that's the general idea. And I ordered these Aidas, Aida 18 and Aida 16, and also a pieces of Aida 20, like this. These pieces of Aida 20 I didn't dye because it's really a small count, so with the dyeing process it shrinks a little bit, so I decided to let the Aida 20 natural. And yeah, but I ordered the Aida 18, 16 and 20 from the United States, because here it's not I mean they sell those counts of Aida here, but for example here in my city I can't find it. Perhaps in Mexico City and in another cities, in Monterrey, I guess they have it, but it's not very common. So here I can get Aida 14 and Aida 11, but I really don't stitch on Aida 11. So yeah, and this one is Jovelan, and it's really soft. It's very similar to Lugana, but it's a little more close, the fabric. I don't know if you can tell. The thread of the fabric are a little tight. So yeah, the Lugana fabric, it's more open. So, but it's really nice to stitch with Jovelan. I really like it. And again, this is not a very common fabric here. So yeah, the idea is to bless you. The idea is to bring that that uncommon materials to the ladies, so they can know these materials if they don't know those fabrics. And we talk about how the stores where we can order them, and general information. But the main objective is to to have so much fun with them and to talk. And I'm sure I won't be able to stitch a lot. I will be talking and having so much fun. And I know that after next weekend, after the retreat, I'm going to be so sad, even though right now I'm really anxious. This is another piece of Jovelan. It's more like salmon, like corally, really light. And yeah, I was trying again to make these fabrics very neutral and stitchers friendly. Because I know not everybody love my I don't know, my eye for color, and prefer something more easy. So yeah, but the pieces of Aida, that Aida 14 that I dyed, those are a little more outrageous. So yeah, I will try to give a little of everything. And this is Lugana again, Lugana 18, with the little spots, and it's like a sky color. So yeah, that's the retreat news, and I'm really enjoying watching all the retreat and news and pictures and videos, because I'm watching the Midwest retreat with Michelle Farm Girl Stitcher, Michelle Ruby, and they share a lot of videos and picture. They had the retreat with Kathy Barrick. My God, what an honor, and they should have a lot of fun. I order a lot of charts from Kathy Barrick, and yeah, she's such an amazing designer. And also they were a more another two, I don't know, but they have a lot of fun. So yeah, and next week is going to be the Mexican one. So this is another piece of Lugana. I'm always trying to make a little like murky vibe, murky by Picture This Plus, you know, a really kind of dark Halloweeny fabric. So in this case is Lugana, so it's not as dark as other as Aida or linen, but yeah, it's a really pretty fabric. I mean, I love all the fabrics, so what can I say? I'm an easy one. And I make two really, again, neutral Luganas 28. And with this one, I just added, you know, a few colors, and really for neutral results, you know, for a sampler or something. And but it's harder to make this kind of, at least for me, to make this kind of fabrics, you know, these neutral ones, because I wanted to to keep adding colors, and it's easier because if you make a mistake, you know, you just keep adding colors. But with these neutral fabrics, you have to stop and you know, keep the fabric really regular and neutral and pretty, and it's a little more difficult for me making. Let me show you these two. This neutral one against these really busy ones. This is a piece of linen, and of course in linen the colors really pop and they are gorgeous. So, but for me this is so easy to make all these, but to achieve this neutral fabric is harder. So yeah, I struggle a little with this, but of course I have fun. I love to play with fabrics and with flosses. So even though I have to edit myself a little and create a really nice and quiet neutral fabric, or in other case making a really crazy ones. So I'm letting the boxes, not the boxes, the bags open, because I will put some tags. Well, I will close the bag and put the type of fabric, the count and the size of the fabric. This one, again, this is a beautiful piece of linen. I love it. It's so gorgeous. And again, this one, another piece of linen, really really pretty. And of course with this linen, the colors really really accentuate the fabric, and they are fantastic. And for for a stitcher like me, I immediately pick this kind of fabric. So yeah, hopefully hopefully the ladies will like this, and if not, I of course will be really really happy to to stitching one of these fabrics. So yeah, this is again linen. Let me check. I think it's 20, yeah, 28. It's a cashel 28, and I got fat quarters, which are what, 18 by 27 inches. So yeah, you can stitch a mirror in one fat quarter. So yeah, the Aida came is a smaller cut. It's 21 by 18, but yeah, it's a larger, no, it's a smaller count. So yeah, even though it's a smaller cut, it's a really good size for the fabric for many projects. So yeah, again, this is a linen 32. This is one of the Belfast, and I just bring a few pieces because, well, they are pricey, and with the shipping and you know the cost that you have to pay in the postal office, the price get really high. So yeah, but as I usually say, we can stitch in in almost any fabric. I like to use many fabrics that I can get here locally, and I love them. And again, I paint them, and you know the idea is that we are creative people, so we can work with what we have in hand. Talking about hand, I broke my nail. I will fix them this week, almost for the for the retreat. So, and I was dyeing this fabric, and I couldn't find any gloves, so I got my nails and my fingers all with the dyes. But yeah, I'm finished now. So this one, yeah. So yeah, this is again another linen 32, and I order a few pieces of each type of fabric, but I'm letting one pieces white, and some pieces I dye the fabric. So yeah, because some ladies don't want to, they are looking for a really nice and white fabrics. So yeah, this again, it's a linen. Look at these colors. Oh, so pretty. I was finishing my fabrics, and I was in love of all of them. So yeah, I'm hope the ladies will like them as much as I do. So yeah, let me show you just the Aidas, because those were the last pieces that I dyed. I finished these linens and luganas first, and I will show you the, look Look at this. Let me show you. All of these are Aida 14, which is the kind of fabric that I can get here in Mexico. And with this one, I let myself go because I really use a lot of color and I love them very much. This one is really pretty. I always think in order, of the designs that I would like to stitch in the fabrics. So, for instance, this one I make one of the Nora Corbett witches in one of this type of fabric, really Halloweeny. So yeah, this of course for my mermaids, or even the other way around. A mermaid here, with the greens will look amazing. And this one I can stitch a fairy or something, or an angel or something like that. This is a little darker. This is more like teal fabric. This is more dark. And again, I'm always trying to think in murky in the fabric, and try to when I'm doing these dark fabrics. This one is the same one of these. I make it twice because I love it so much. So I make it twice. I repeat some of the fabrics. This is a very classic purple and pink one, because we all love a nice purple fabric. This is very similar but more with the pink sections. So I really like it. This is more an olive green, yellow green. I love this one. Again, I love to work with this type of fabrics, and in a very contrast way, using, if the design is mostly orange, I will love to work with a green fabric, to find the contrast in the design. And when you finish the design, really pop of the fabric. So I love it. This is I really was in the mood for the Halloweeny theme, so again, a really rich orange and green fabric. I make this two times. So yeah, really splashy and and funky. And this is the same purple one, which, look, it's like a silhouette. What about that? I love it. So yeah, these are the final preparation for the retreat. I have to tomorrow is Monday, so I will be going to the office all week until Wednesday. Yeah, well, half a week. And then I will be focusing on the retreat. So yeah, I will be posting videos and pictures, and I'm really happy, I'm sure, because it's an illusion. I was talking with one of my daughters, and she told me, do you remember, Mom, when you were painting and dyeing fabric? We used to live in a little apartment, and she was really young, but she remembers that I already was playing with my fabrics. And I say, yeah, I remember. I used to get out in the backyard in order to prepare my fabrics. And many years later, here I am preparing again fabric and playing with all these colors, but this time is for all the beautiful friends and stitchers who are going to be here in my city, and we are going to be together stitching and having a fantastic time, and not just from different states here in Mexico, but from countries, Latin American countries, and it's such a surreal dream, and I'm very happy. It's a dream come true. So yeah, I will be posting this video hopefully tonight, and I will have news from the Mexican retreat next week. So thank you again always for your support, for all your company, and for this wonderful community. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.